Hello YouTubers and welcome to Manor Classics. So as you know, we do a weekly walk around of what bikes have come in for our sale, which is coming up in February. And today, as you normally had, John and Dave, they're busy upstairs eating piccalilli and ham sandwiches and having a brew, so I guess you're stuck with me. So as we walk over then, I'm just going to show you all the bikes that's come in, and you can see if Charlotte's pans round there, there's an absolute sea, pardon the pun, of bikes that's come in. There's everything from two-strokes to trials bikes to old auto cycles. We've even got a couple of trikes, a few little mini bikes there, some really cool dirt bikes, Mark 1 and Mark 2 Honda Goldwings, and a load more. But anyway, in the last couple of days, there's a handful of bikes that have come in. They've been photographed and prepped and put on the net. So I'm just going to show you what they are. And the first thing I'm going to come on to is this bike here. Absolutely love this bike. This is a Fantic and it's a TX250. This one has had a lot of restoration. It's a complete nut and bolt and a lot of money's been spent. So actually, I think I'll just run you through a few of those things while Charlotte's showing you the bike. So this is part of a long life-term retirement collection. The bike's a 125, but it is extremely pokey with the 175 factory conversion. Tyres are good. You know, it's a fully restored machine. So we've got some new rims on there. The hubs are powder coated, the frame's powder coated. OZO rear shocks that are on the back there that Charlotte can show you. Complete front end rebuild, lowered and widened footrests that you can see there. Domino clutch, domino throttle, all new cables, tyres, tubes. The seat's been completely recovered and new chain and sprockets. So all in, this bike is a complete restoration. It runs and it rides perfectly. I've had a little go on this. The gearbox and everything is nice and smooth. And it is available with a fantastic reserve on our website. However, don't link through just yet because we've got plenty of stuff to show you, which brings me on to something slightly different. This one is a 1992 and it is a stunning version of this motorcycle. Very iconic Honda Club C90. This one's done 29,000 miles. It is 99.9% original and it's all there. It runs and it rides perfectly. And the current owner was even kind enough to fit it with a brand new helmet carrier before it moved on. There is a big cult following for these bikes, and this one is by no means one of the worst, probably one of the best around at the minute. It's supplied with a current V5C. It's also just been serviced and it's good to go for the next rider. So moving on to something slightly different again. So this is actually a really nice tidy bike. You generally see Café racers and they're quite untidy. However, this 1989 CBR 600 Café racer has been done really nicely. It's got some really nice paintwork on there. I do quite like the grey mixed with the black. It's quite monochrome and quite cool. And this bike's had quite a lot of attention done to it. It's had the clocks changed for some digital clocks on the front there. And it's got some bar end view mirrors. And also, for whatever reason, and it does work as well, the current owner decided to put almost a reverse camera on the bike. So you've got like an LED screen here that's linked up to this rear camera so you can see anyone behind you while you're riding. That's probably ideal for a track day actually, in case someone's going to try and undertake you. Not that you would do a track day on this, but you get the picture. This bike is really good. It's just been serviced. It runs and rides perfectly. Yeah, fitted with a fuel exhaust. Does sound very nice. More details are on the web. So this one is a 1999 KX60. So if you're looking for a mini trials bike or maybe one for the little one, this bike is absolutely brilliant. Pretty much original. In fact, it is an original bike. And looking at it, we think it's only done about 100 hours. This bike has one owner from new and has just been gone through by the current owner in order to bring it up to spec for sale. In fact, it sounds really nice, this, so I'm going to fire it up for you. Don't let me down. Let's see if we can get it to go first kick. And this is cold, by the way. So let's have a little listen to that. So there you go, started first kick as well. So brilliant example, runs and rides perfectly. Motor sounds like a little sewing machine. And that's it, more details on the website. That brings me on to the next thing, which is also green. So this is a bike that pulls on a few heartstrings for me, to be honest. This is a Kawasaki KR-1, which didn't have all the suspension set up, slightly different fared and geometry to the KR-1S. However, if you have a look on the internet, there are a handful of Kawasaki KR-1Ss hanging around. KR-1s, not so much. And from what we've seen on the web at the minute, and from people that I've spoke to in the trade, this bike is possibly the nicest one that's for sale right now. This is a complete nut and bolt restoration. If you just jump in here, you can see how actually tidy all this is. You could eat your dinner off it. So 21,000 genuine miles. The bike has had complete restoration, as I've just said, including a full rebuild, and it's just had a top end engine rebuild as well. It runs, it rides, it sounds absolutely fantastic, and I'm sure you'll agree that the paintwork on this is absolutely superb. So if you are fortunate enough to win this bike at auction and you're buying online, when you receive it, you certainly won't be disappointed. So that's enough on that one. Let's go to a 4-stroke. So you might have seen a few of these hanging around. However, if you have a little look, not now, but in a moment, you probably won't see one for sale with just 6,000 genuine miles on it. So this Fazer is an FZS 600, which is a 600cc bulletproof motor. As everyone knows, the 600cc earlier Yamahas are absolutely bulletproof, especially the carb models. And as I say, this one has only done 6,000 miles. It's got loads of history. It's got loads of paperwork that come with it. It's just had today 12 months MOT put on the bike, and it's completely original. It's still got the original can, which makes a change. And as you can see, there's no corrosion or anything on it. It's absolutely stunning. And for a change, somebody's not cut down the crud catcher either, which is quite nice to see. Yeah, this bike has got a really good reserve, which brings it way under market value. It's fitted with a data tag as well, and fresh data tags that you can change into your name. It runs, it rides, it's just been serviced. It's absolutely, and I hate this word, mint, but I don't really know what else to say right now. It's a mint bike, it's good to go, and it's got 12 months MOT. So if you are in the market for something like this, you want this one. So I don't know an awful lot about this one as my colleague brought it in, but this is known as the Wasp Rally Kart, and it was built by Redwood Engineering. And my colleague has assured me that this is running a Honda engine, which is approximately 160 brake horsepower. I'm only joking, of course, that is a lie. It's about 16 horsepower, but we've been assured that it is a load of fun. It does shift, it's got some good tyres on it, and it basically looks like a little roll cage with a motor and a steering wheel. We've not yet had a go on it, but we probably will, in case Charlotte will get that on the socials if we take it for a little blast on the field. Yeah, and that'll be available. Link through, have a look on our website. It'll be on there shortly, and you can find out some more information. Which finally brings me on to this, which is our final bike that's coming this week. And this is an MZ ES250. Completely original bike, this one. Well loved, and has come from a very, very avid collector, which puts quite a lot of bikes through us. I think it's quite trick how it's still got the original repeaters there that are used as the bar end weights. I don't know if they would work any good as bar end weights, but hey, that's where they are. I'll tell you what else he did as well, because he wanted it to be road worthy. He's put a twin leading drum brake on the front, so you've actually got some decent brakes on there. And then on the back, and these almost look sort of periodic, even though they're not, but he's put some repeaters on the back as well, just in case you can't see the ones on the front. They're not periodic, they're not standard, however, they do look it and they integrate with the bike quite well. It's got some nice leather carriers on there. And one thing that always goes missing with these bikes, if you're a bit of an MZ fanatic, is the oil bottle. So it is really nice to see that obviously this works on mix. So you've got your oil bottle, which is attached with a really, really nice genuine leather strap there on the bike. And then when you pull up at the fuel station, you've got your oil, you stick your petrol in, and you do your mix that way. So this bike is fully functioning. It's also just been serviced. as all the bikes that's come from the same collector. The quality of his stuff is really good. So this is a chance to grab a 250 MZ Trophy, which is really nice, really iconic, in great shape. And with the twin leading drum, it's actually got some roadworthy brakes on it as well. And that summarises everything that's come in the last few days. So apologies that you got stuck with me. Like I say, John and Dave are too busy relaxing upstairs. So that's why I've took you through this week. Enjoy the rest of your week and we'll catch up with you soon. Cheers.